Hello there. So I thought I'd share with you what I did over the Christmas holidays. I kept with me a little envelope of scraps and a glue stick and a little scissors, and I did these little children's board books. Did some random collage, so I'll just show you what I did. Just used old papers mainly, a little bit of coloured paper just to give it a bit of pop, and I used a glue stick because it meant that the paper nor the book then got really soggy, and they were quick to dry and I could work on multiple pages at the same time. And didn't give it much thought really, just went ahead and did it, had a bit of fun, a little bit of newspaper. And there's another one here. They're really cheap, these little books. I picked them up in charity shops. The Works often has them. This one I used some blackout technique, so just you leaving certain words and using pen that then match that colour of print. And that's an old scrap of paper that I found in France on the floor. I think it's got a shopping list on it. And some illustrations, and then some plain, I think this was paper bag. I really like that colour. Different elements, music, bit of geometry, flower, that's an armadillo. So it didn't matter what it was. I like foxed paper, this old brown aged paper, so I wanted plenty of that in it, and I just had a little play. I think it's that way around. That one closes really well, so I don't think I put so much thick paper in that one. This one doesn't close as well. And this one, again, it's got a range of papers, and I did some drawing back into this one to echo this illustration here, which I might do in these as well. And this was it's my favourite page. This is an old poster from a circus that was hanging around in the village, and I love the decollage against that space there. So I tried to incorporate a little bit more space into subsequent pages, keeping it quite neutral, just with pops of colour. So there they are. So I thought I'd show you how simple it is, dead easy. They're great for composition. You start finding out what you like and what you don't like. So these are on special offer at the Works at the minute. I think they're about £2 each. And I know it's sacrilege to cover Peter Rabbit and his friends in paper, but hey ho. So I'm going to work on two at the same time here. So you can see I started this one a little while back. So I think it's a little bit cluttered for my liking now, but this is a handmade collage paper I just did with a biro, and you can just see Peter Rabbit peeking through there. I don't think I've done much else. I did the cover, and I used some tissue paper, which I probably will cover up because I don't like the images underneath coming through. This one I used, this was a picture I took in London, I turned it into black and white and printed it out. And again, little photographs of buildings from holiday, some children's maths books, glad to see the back of the maths books, and the inside of an envelope. And yeah, random books, magazines. I think I used proper glue on that one, on PVA, so it took a little bit longer. This one is the one that I've carried on since Christmas, and it's using a lot more neutral papers with just coloured pops in it really. And I did some jelly printing with my daughter over Christmas, so I've got some ginkgo biloba leaves, I think. So there you go. So I'm going to carry on with this page here. I'll probably speed up the video. I've no idea how long it's going to take me. So off we go. So I just put the glue stick all over. So this is a bone folder that you can get off, from the Amazon, and it's not bone, it's plastic. I've got a bone one, but I wouldn't put glue on that one. It's a bookmaking or book binding tool. It's really good for straightening out the wrinkles, and also you can gouge to make, you can score, not gouge, score to make creases in paper. So when one side is down, obviously I try not to close the book until that's dry, but if you can see here, I've left these overlap, and then what I've enjoyed doing is pulling that overlap onto the other side, and then you get all sorts of different effects that you weren't expecting. So let's show you on this side what that looks like. So this is coming over from the other side. That one I'm going to let go. And that way you get a really unexpected effect. You soon learn what you like and what you don't like. You can tear it off if you don't like it. Use a scalpel if you like, you can use the scissors. And then I tidy the edges up at the end. I'm not too fussy at this point. Okay. So what am I going to put on that page? So here's the finished product. It took me probably about an hour and a quarter, and I didn't get anywhere near this one. So he'll have to wait for another day. But I got really engrossed in this one. And if you're interested in how I made some of those papers, this is a stencil that I made just from a laminated sheet and you know, just laminated paper, and then use that with a jelly paper, a jelly plate to do mono printing. So that's how I got a lot of those papers. Dead easy to do. So here's the wee book. So a couple of happy accidents. These little pieces stuck themselves on, and I like the positioning of them. Here's the first 2 pages. So you'll recognize that I like echoing colors, pattern. I really like the brown and the neutrals. And some of these pages are I'm happier with than others. Not keen on this one. As much as I like this paper, this is too busy, too much going on, and I'm not keen on that one. Quite like this one. Nice and quiet, lots of space to breathe. And I really like this one. Overlapping, deckled edges. I like the print. This little pop here from the previous page. And this one. So again, echoing the jelly print. A nice curved but hard line here, deckled torn edge there, and this, rather than being a stark white, I like that grey, so I'm gonna use that somewhere, sometime. Elements of this I like, and of course you can always use a viewfinder to crop areas that you really like. Again, I like that torn edge there. Not sure there's a lot going on that one. Lot going on this one, but I do like this one, and together I think if this was all brown paper, I'd really like that. So yeah, loving this blue color and the metallic brown, and again some hard edges. Don't dislike this one, but I think I could have done without that and maybe had a bit more of an echo over here. But I do like my flamingo. This was a tape transfer. You can Google how to do them, but it's dead easy. You just take print from magazines with tape. And yeah, I knew he'd come in handy someday. I like him. And I quite like this page. So lots of calm neutrals, a nice tear up here in the old page. And I quite like the little number being there. And then this, because of the fold over from the page before, it sort of takes out most of that word, or a lot of that word. You've got to guess at it, and I like that. I like being able to guess, finish the work off for myself. This is a little bit too geometric for me, but I don't know, there's something about it that I do like. Maybe I don't like that line going up there. And I really like the back page. I like the old stamps. You know, where did this book came from? Walton County Secondary Girls School. Again, I like the little handwritten number here, torn edges, the end with God. I'm sure there's something that could be made out of that. So there we go. That is my book, and it's great for teaching me composition, what I like, what I don't like, the colors that go together. Do I like print? Do I like hardline? And just practicing this and these 3 little ones, you know, all of that's going to start coming into my art now as I start painting. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Any queries, just drop me a line. Thanks. Bye.